Can I vacuum seal meat for sous vide? If you have ever wondered whether you can vacuum seal meat for sous vide cooking, you are in the right place. The answer is yes, and it is actually a great method to use. Vacuum sealing meat is not just suitable, it is highly recommended for sous vide cooking. This technique removes air from the packaging, creating an airtight environment. This is important because it allows for even heat transfer during cooking and prevents water from entering the bag. When you are preparing wild game or other meats, vacuum sealing helps preserve freshness and flavor. This is especially useful in survival situations where you may need to store food for longer periods. After butchering wild game, vacuum sealing the meat can significantly extend its shelf life. By reducing exposure to oxygen, you slow down spoilage and freezer burn. Properly vacuum sealed meat can last in the freezer 4 months without losing quality. This makes it practical for meal prepping or storing food for later use. For sous vide cooking, you can cook vacuum-sealed meat directly in the sealed bag. Just submerge it in a temperature-controlled water bath. This method ensures the meat cooks evenly and retains moisture, resulting in tender and flavorful dishes. It is important to use vacuum sealing bags that are designed for cooking. These bags can withstand the water bath temperature and ensure a proper seal to avoid leaks. From a survival standpoint, vacuum sealing meat for sous vide cooking offers precise cooking control and food safety. The airtight seal limits bacterial growth when handled correctly. Sous vide cooking at controlled temperatures reduces the risk of undercooking or overcooking, which is critical when relying on preserved wild game as a food source. Here are some practical steps to follow. First, remove the meat from its original packaging before vacuum sealing. Then, use a vacuum sealer machine with appropriate bags to remove all air. Make sure the seal is tight and intact to prevent water from getting in during cooking. Always cook sous vide only after the water bath has reached the correct temperature to minimize bacterial risks. If you are not cooking immediately, store the vacuum-sealed meat in the freezer. This is especially useful in survival scenarios, where food storage longevity is vital. In summary, vacuum sealing meat is an essential preparation technique for sous vide cooking. It is compatible with survival skills related to food acquisition and preservation, particularly for wild game. This method enhances preservation, cooking precision, and safety, making it a practical skill for both everyday cooking and survival situations.